Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence. Today I want to talk a little bit about my master plan for the rest of 2025. I've realised that I have an awful lot that I need to get done, and it's a lot of stuff that I need to just clear off my slate just so that I can get a clean slate so that I can move forwards and progress my career so that I can achieve my dreams, which are essentially to get enough money to save up for a mortgage, potentially move up north and to provide for my family, right? Which is what I want to do, right? And how do I get there? Well, first I need to get all the shit that I'm currently doing out of the way, right? Because a lot of it isn't really going to bring me any money, and then I need to start looking into freelance work with regards to videography and photography and video editing. So this is my master plan of everything that I need to get done so that I can move on and start doing that. This is my master plan that I have segregated into months. So I need to get all the August stuff done by August, all the September stuff done by September, and so on and so forth. Right. So August, film 20 more Johnny Moza videos whilst on this trip. Currently I'm on a little, let's call it a content week away. Me and my mate Lee, we used to go on content weekends away all the time, and we would just go get loads and loads and loads of footage up north. And I would use my camera to just get loads of stock footage, and then I uploaded a lot of that to Stutterstock, and I've made about 15 pence, something like that off it, so it wasn't worth it, but I've got all this footage that I can use and go back to whenever I need to call upon some kind of country scene. I've got it all for that, so it was worth doing all of those trips, and we had a lot of interesting experiences, and it was nice to go up and explore all of like Belper, Matlock, Ambergate, Sheffield, Chesterfield, Manchester, loads of places. We went all over the place and we had a great time. Currently I'm on a content week away, which involved going up to Edinburgh to film the Fringe Festival and then kind of working my way back down, and I've been recording a lot of Johnny Moza videos along the way. I've currently written a list. I've recorded about 23 on this trip so far, and on this thing here it says I need to film another 20 whilst on this trip. I think I did that and then filmed another 7 since then, so technically I've got 13 more to film. I don't necessarily think I'm going to achieve that, but it's better to set your expectations high and work harder to try and get to them, rather than just setting your expectations low and just like surpassing them with ease, right? It's better to set yourself a hard thing rather than set yourself an easy thing and just easily overcome it. It's better to get close rather than to just surpass something that was just right at the beginning, right? So I want to film 20 more of those. I want to record a Duke of York documentary. That's something that I'm doing with my friend Benja. We're working on this side channel, which is going to be all about documentaries, little sort of 5, 10, 15-minute documentaries. We've called them one-day documentaries. Kind of an asterisk, because they're not all going to be 1 day long in terms of like doing it in a day. But overall, we want to get them sort of cheap, cheerful, out the way, done. Simple little stories. So we've got a few in mind, and the Duke of York is one of them, because the Duke of York is a pub that's very near and dear to me. I'll be doing an entire video about, and I'll be making a documentary about it. Basically, it's an open mic that's shutting down, and it's something that I'm really sad about, because they're going to be turning into a sports bar. They're cancelling all the music, and that's a wonderful, beautiful community centre that's just disappearing. So I'm really pissed off about that. There's one here, one-day documentary with the magician. So I met a magician up in Edinburgh who actually lives in Essex, so that works out quite conveniently. So we're going to do a one-day documentary about him. Finish up Psych and get DVDs printed. I'm currently working on my debut feature film, A Sheffield Psychedelic, and it involves me making a load of DVDs with DVD bonus content. So I've got all the bonus content done. I now just need to export the film, and I need to export one other thing, and then I need to sort out the DVD menus, and I need to print the DVDs, and then I need to figure out how I'm going to sell them, whether I'm going to put them on Instagram and like people DM me, or I'm going to put them on Depop or eBay or something like that. That's left to be decided. I'll probably do another video just talking about that. EP in a day. So I really want to record a piece of music really, really quickly. That'll probably be about 15, 20 minutes long. I did an album in a day last year, and I'd like to do something fairly similar. I'd like to do them more often, because I really enjoyed doing it, and I just haven't bothered to do them lately. Just sheer laziness on my part. There's no excuse for it. So I want to get that done and just release that in a day, right? Then there's get skeleton tracks for Get It Out of the Way. Get It Out of the Way is, I think, the 3rd or 4th album from my solo project, The Manta Shrimps. And that is basically just this sort of psychedelic krautrock, progressive rock type of solo project. And I've got all the songs sort of figured out, half composed, mostly figured out. The lyrics are more or less done. The entire sort of basis of the album is figured out. I just want to get skeleton tracks down. What I meant by that was I want all the basic instruments, the drums, the guitars and the bass on it, and then some like scratch track vocals, right? Nothing major, but just clear demos of everything in a fairly listenable state where you can get an idea of what's going to be happening in the album proper with all the little bells and whistles. And it says, get Johnny Mozza videos scheduled out and thumbnailed until October 10th. So I've currently been doing 2 videos a day, and I schedule them out in advance. I don't just literally do them like 2 every day. I go out and film 2 every single day. I sort of batch make them and then schedule them out. Sorry to spoil the magic there, but you know, I think it's fairly obvious considering I'm wearing the same fucking clothes in like 8 videos in a row. But yeah, I want to get them scheduled out until October the 10th by the end of August. And by the end of this trip, I hope to get them done to the 10th of September. So I've got another 60 to make across the rest of August. And then pass driving theory test, which I've got my driving theory test on the 7th. Hopefully I pass that. I haven't studied enough. I need to go start doing the mock tests again and again and again. I'm going to start trying to make a habit out of doing that every day, and we'll get that done. And yeah, that's my plan for all of August. So I've got to record basically another 70 more Johnny Mozza videos. I need to record 2 documentaries. I need to finish up Sheffield Psychedelic. I need to do an EP in a day. I need to get skeleton tracks for the rest of my album, and then I need to pass my theory test. That's quite a lot, and that I need to get done. If I can get all of that done, then September is going to look a lot easier, because on the 3rd of September, I get to go away on holiday to Vienna, and I'm very excited for that. And going to be gone for a week. And I might film a few videos in Vienna. I've written, film a few Johnny Mozzas in Vienna, and then remember, it's a holiday, right? Because I'm going there to relax. I'm not going there to work and to pump out content. And then there's edit Johnny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence. So Johnny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence is, you know, hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence. I say that at the beginning of every single one of these videos, and Johnny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence is the film that I started this channel with the intention of making. I filmed about 45 minutes of it, and I just need to kind of edit it together and get it out the door, really. So I want to get that edited, and then there's get it out of the way more or less done. So that's the album that I was working on that I talked about getting the skeleton tracks for. So I'm basically going to add all the bells and whistles and get it to a point where it's more or less listenable. I just need to then do the mixing and mastering. And then there's finished 65 E3 sessions. So someone who was a fan of the channel reached out to me and said that they could get me access to Abbey Road Studios. So I kind of jumped on that. And we've been going there quite a lot lately and just recording a lot of stuff. I brought Lydia, my girlfriend, down, and she sings, I do the guitar, and we've recorded 2 songs so far called Cheese on Toast and Away. I want to record 1 more song and make it an EP, this proper studio EP. So that's going to be done hopefully by the end of September, because then he goes up to Scotland and he lives there for the rest of the time. And then it says, get Johnny Mozza videos scheduled out until November 20th. So that's sort of a month and 10 days. I want to try and do just over a month's worth of videos every month. So that way I'm getting further and further ahead. That way I can relax a little bit more and not feel the pressure of, I need to get more videos out, I need to get more videos out because I'm running behind. I'm going to run out of videos and then I'm not going to have any videos to release. So that's that. And then there's record day in the life at the Prince of Edinburgh dot. Sorry. So that's documentary that I want to make about the day in the life of a working pub. Basically, I just watched a documentary about Wetherspoons, a day in the life of Wetherspoons, and it got me inspired to make something fairly similar. So I've got permission to do it, and it's going to be happening next month. So it's just a case on whether that goes through. I really want to get that done because I think it would be quite fun, just, you know, interviewing the regulars, seeing if any weird little thing happens, and just showing the close down, showing the opening, seeing the bartenders going on their fag breaks, all that sort of stuff. I think that'll be quite satisfying. Then October, get Johnny Mozza videos scheduled out until end of year. So that's December 31st. So that's by the end of October, I want to get all the rest of the year's videos done, and that's going to be a big weight off my shoulders, because then I can just start focusing on you know, other things like film music videos for 65E3 plus photo shoots. So this is all the back-end marketing stuff for releasing this EP for 65E3. I'm filming a few music videos. I've got a few ideas for them. Lydia's incredibly photogenic, so I think that's going to work well for a music video. And maybe go into some fields. I play guitar in the fields and stuff like that. Get some nice sort of outfits for it, have a bit of fun with it and do a photo shoot and get some branding going on. I sound very cynical about that. It's all like peace and love, man. Then it's release, get it out of the way, my debut album. Retrospectively release the other albums too, because yeah, I want to start a new channel specifically for the Mantis Shrimps, my solo project, because at the moment it's all just on this Johnny Mozza channel. So I want to take it off this channel and put it on that channel and just make that channel dedicated to my music, my solo projects. And that should all be done in October. Then try and play a couple open mics with Lydia. So we're going to try and learn the songs live and go out to a couple open mics and just play them, get some photos of us playing them and have a laugh. Just really, that's going to be quite fun. I'm excited for that. Then film 2 Day in the Life challenge videos for Benja Collab channel, which, as I said earlier, we're working on these documentaries for this documentary channel, these really light-hearted 5-10 minute things. I want to try and do 2 in October and then another 2 in November, where in November, I have to start an entire new side of my career, which is get all photo portfolio organized and color graded. Now I know that that means I have to color grade about 2,000 images. So I'm not looking forward to that. That's why I put it in November. Set up website, that shouldn't be too difficult, and then get Johnny Mozza videos scheduled out until February 14th, which should be a lot easier because I don't think I'm going to do 2 videos a day after the new year, so I might go down to 1 video a day, so that should be a fair bit easier. And then there's potentially go to America. I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but someone invited me to come stay with them in America. It might happen, it might not. If it doesn't happen, no big deal. If it does happen, cool. I'm a little bit wary about the idea of going because, I don't know, the whole situation that's going on there at the moment, but whatever. And then December, pay for the website and launch it, and then make new videography and editing showreels. So much more simple, right? That's so much easier. And that is the end of the year. If I can get all of that done, then it's gonna be so much fucking simpler for the rest of the year, for the rest of next year, sorry. And I'll be able to go forward into the next year with a clean slate and a fresh palette ready to taste all the new flavors that's to come my way, all the new joys of life. I'll be able to hop over the fence of life and suddenly it's all uphill from here. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. What are your plans for the rest of the year? Do you think this plan is realistic? If you don't, do you think I might be able to just about get it in anyway and just prove you all wrong? I hope I can do that. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll find out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Take care and bye-bye. All the way uphill from here on.